A very good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and good. So, the chapter that we are going to see today is chapter 14, that is elements of marketing. So, I think the last chapter we have already discussed about what is marketing, and we have learnt about the meaning of the spot market, the different types of markets, isn't it? So, now let's move on to the marketing and marketing mix concept, okay? So let's see the topic now. So see the definition. The first definition that we have is introduction. Marketing is one of the business function that all activities that takes place in relation to markets for actualized potential exchanges for the purpose of satisfying human needs and wants. In other words, marketing is a performance of buying activities that facilitates to more flow of goods and services from producer to the ultimate user. Okay, selling is basically concerned with putting the goods into the hands of the buyer for a price, but marketing is much wider than selling. What is selling? What is marketing? Okay, that is what the explanation given here. The first one, see, marketing is one of the business functions. See, in any business function, it is not only that we purchase a raw material, we just produce a raw material, we just sell the raw material, but the most important thing that the process which is involved in business function is marketing. So without a product get marketed, you cannot sell any product, okay, in the field. So if you want to create a demand itself, you need to do marketing. So in other words, if you call, marketing is actually a performance. What kind of performance it is? It is by buying activity. So when you just buy a product, for example, if I am a consumer, I buy a product. Maybe I wish to buy a product, or I will not have an interest in buying a product. But though when I see in a shop or when I am getting introduced about the product, it tempts me to buy the product. That strategy is called as marketing. You understand? So you don't have an intention, you don't have any real intention in purchasing any product, but when someone is going to help you with the product, when they just illustrate about the features of the product, you tend to go and buy the product. That is called as a marketing. Okay, see, selling is basically concerned with putting the goods into the hands of the buyers for a price. So when you sell a product, what do? You fix one price, isn't it? So you fix one price for a product and you just sell it to the buyers. But marketing is not like that. It is more than that. It means it is selling itself. You understand? So marketing means, for example, one of the best example that we can say is the street sellers. If you see, they will just bring some maybe a soap or detergent, a soap oil or something, and they come near a house and they will just tell about the features of the product. So when you just get to know about the features of the product, you tend to buy the product. Okay, that is called as marketing. So you don't have a real intention to buy, but though since they explain with its benefit, you get attracted towards it. Okay, that is what we call it as a marketing. The development of marketing is evolutionary rather than revolutionary. What is evolutionary or revolutionary? So when you just see in a revolution, what will happen? What will happen, ma? Slowly when days goes on and on, so when something is done, so you will get changed to it, and after that the rules will get changed, isn't it? But it is not like that. It is like when you just use a product, you start using the product, you get adapted to it. That is what it is, evolutionary. Okay, so there is no single answer to a question of what is marketing. To understand, it may be explained in brief as marketing is what a marketer does. So marketing means what? It is a way by how the marketer is going to sell the product. That is what we call it as marketing. But this meaning lacks clarity in understanding the subject. The evolution of marketing is as old as the Himalayas. It is one of the oldest professions in the world. Yeah, what is that? See, when I just produce a product, when I just start a business, okay, I'm trying to sell a product. Usually in a business, what we will do, we will produce and we will sell it, isn't it? Either some product we will sell or we will promote a service. That is what we will do in a business. So here when I sell a product, okay, so how I am going to sell a product? It is that so easy that I can sell a product to a customer, or is it so easy that I can introduce a new product? No. So when I do a marketing to a product, automatically it will attract the customers. So the number of consumers will get increased because of marketing. Okay, marketing is indeed an ancient art. It has been practiced in one form or the other since the days of Adam and Eve. The word marketing has been defined differently by authorities in different ways. The traditional objective of marketing had been to make the goods available at places where they are needed. This idea was later on changed by shifting the emphasis from exchange to satisfaction of human wants. Different authors try to give suitable definitions from their viewpoint. Some are very broad, and others are rather too narrow. Some emphasis on the traditional view of producing goods and finding out customers. Other emphasize on the modern view that marketing must first find out what customers want and then plan a product to satisfy the wants. As any other subject, it has its own origin, growth, and development. What is this? When you just see this lesson, you will think, what is marketing? See, we are learning about business, we are learning about profit, we are learning about other things and all, but we don't know what is marketing, isn't it? Marketing is nothing but, for example, you go to a shop, okay? So when you go to a shop, what you will do? You are going to buy some product to a shop, okay? So when you go to a shop, you will ask for one product, say one shampoo, okay? When you ask for one particular shampoo, okay, the shopkeeper is telling that this product is not available with me. So instead of this Mira Shake or whatever it is, you can buy some other. We have the Mira shampoo or we have some other shampoo. You can buy this. Why not you try this? This is very good. Many of my customers are using it. So what is that? That is what we call it as marketing. That seller who is going to sell the product, he actually what he does is he promotes selling. So he is introducing that customer with a new product where the mind of the customer even get changed when it starts to use the product. So that is what is called as marketing. Okay. So evaluation of marketing. What is evaluation? Barter system. The goods are exchanged against goods without any other medium of exchange like money. So we never had money at that time. Introduction of money was not there at that time. So we had a barter system. So in barter system, what did they do? They exchanged the goods and instead of goods. And what happened? So without the medium of exchange, without even having the money as a medium of exchange, they just they had the barter system. And next we had production orientation. What is production orientation? This was a stage where producers instead of being, see what is production orientation? This is a stage where products instead of being, concerned with the consumer preference, concentrated on the mass production of goods for the purpose of profit. They cared very little about the customer. So what they were doing? They were only having the care of very little care they were having on the product. See here, this was a stage where producers instead of concerned with the consumer preference, concentrated on the mass production of goods for the purpose of profit. They cared very little about the customers. It means they want to earn more profit, so they just concentrated on their more and more of their production, and they were not worried about the intention of the customer, or they were not worried that they must give a good product to the customers. Okay, that is called as the orientation, market orientation, production orientation. See the next point, sales orientation. What is sales orientation? The stage witnessed major changes in all the spheres of the economic life. The selling became the dominant factor without any efforts for the satisfaction of the consumer needs. So what is this? Actually, the sales orientation is nothing but it was a major change that happened. So in the economic life, like how? So when the selling became one of the dominant factor, dominant means it was not the major factor. So without any effort, so when you are selling the product without any effect or without any satisfaction, or if you without the consent or need for the consumer, the sales orientation started coming. What is that actually? So when you see the comfort goods like AC, when you just see the comfort goods like television or a car, that all is a comfort good. So it is not that without diamond I cannot lead my life. So without AC I can't live my life, isn't it? So that is sales orientation. It is not required for you, but though what do? So you want it, so you are purchasing it for your comfort and you have it. So that is, so without any marketing itself, what happens? People start buying it. That is sales orientation. Marketing orientation means what? Customers' importance was realized, but only a means of disposing of goods produced. Competition became more stiff. Aggressive advertising, personal selling, large-scale sales promotions, etc. are used as a tool to boost the sales. What is market orientation? So when the customers, when their importance is given to the customers, and when they realized that only the means of the goods were produced, the disposal of the goods were produced. Okay, so the competition was completely very rude at that time. So what happened was very worst kind of, very different kind of aggressive means very hard kind of advertisements, then personal sellings, and then large scale sales promotion. All this happened, and that was marketing oration. What is this? One example we can say is, when you go and buy any product in a shop, you see a sales executive over there. Can you see that? So what they will do is they will explain about the product, the useful, what and all the useful of a product that they will explain. If you go and see, so that is market oration. They will compare with the other product and they will say this is the benefit of the product, and then they will sell the product. That is market orientation. What is consumer orientation? And at this stage, only such products are brought forward to the markets which are capable of satisfying the taste, preferences, and expectations of the consumers and the consumer satisfaction. What is consumer orientation? So in this, what happens is, so the products will actually, it will be taken to the consumers, some survey will be taken. So when they are getting satisfied, then the product it will get modified according to the taste of the consumer, and then they will sell it. One of the best example that we can say is the garments. So when you just purchase the clothes, or when you just go for any shop, what they will do? They will say that, yeah, this good is very good, this product is very good, this cloth is very comfortable, so you can buy this, and it is very easy to wear at all climates. So that is consumer orientation. So there you can give a suggestion. You will have a suggestion box over there. You can give your suggestion and you can just post it on the suggestion box. So here what happens is, the interest of the consumers are taken into view, and the products are modified accordingly. That is consumer orientation. What is management orientation? The marketing function assumes a managerial role to coordinate all the interactions of the business activities with the object of planning, promoting, and distributing want-satisfying products and services to the present and potential customers. What is management orientation? Management orientation means when the marketing function, when it just takes a managerial role. So what it will do, it will coordinate all the the relationship with all the business activities. It will just coordinate every activity. And then what is the objective of that particular thing? It is, the objective is planning. It is to plan it, and then promote the product, distribute the product, and then they wanted to satisfy the wants of the product, and then services also should be present and for the upcoming customers. Okay, that is management strategy. So what is that? So when a product is made, they must find out, they will just find out, some research will be there, and they will find out like whether that product is good or not, whether if new customers are going to arrive, then that product is going to be a good product or not. What is marketing concept? Marketing concept means what I can sell. So it means make what you can sell, but do not try to sell what you can make. So what you are able to sell, it means the products which are interested by the consumers, the products which are accepted by the customers, that you must sell. You understand? Make what you can sell means the product which the consumers are ready to buy. You must make the products such like that, and then but do not try to sell what you can make, and you don't try to sell the product which you are able to make, but you must go according to the taste and preference of the consumers. Then only you can get a good demand for your product. Shall I first create product? What is that? No. First create a customer, then create the products. What is that? So if you are a marketer, if you are going to produce a product, okay, so if you just make a new product, is that okay? Is that fine? No. First of all, you must create the demand for the product. You must ask a survey. You must take a survey that if this product is so and so, is it easy for you? Is it acceptable for you? First, you must know the idea of the consumers. Then only you must create the product. Shall I love my product? No. Love your customers and not the products. So if you are a producer, what you must do? You must love only your customers. You must make the product as per the preference of the customers and not for your intention. Who is supreme in market? Yeah, of course. Customer is a supreme or a king. You get it for 1 mark, ma. So customer is actually a king of the market. Okay. Who will shape my decision? Customers only will shape your decision. So this is the concept of marketing. Okay. So definition of marketing is given here. Please read this definition. Either one of the definitions will be there for your exam. Objective of marketing. So already we saw so many things, introduction about marketing and all, isn't it? So we saw the concept of marketing. So let's go on with the objectives now. What is an objective of a marketing? Baker and Anshan say the end of all the marketing activities is the satisfaction of human wants. When you just do any marketing, if any marketing activity is going to take place, okay, so it is actually it becomes the satisfaction. It is actually satisfying the human wants only. What do you get? You get the marketing. So through the satisfaction of human wants, profits are rewarded to the business, and the reward is inducement for marketing. So when the satisfaction of the human wants, when there is a satisfaction of the human wants, what does happens? The profits are rewarded to the business, and what happens? The profits are actually given to the business, and the rewards is inducement for marketing. So when the reward is getting induced, okay, and now the time has changed, and the object of the marketing is more than securing profit. So now the time is also getting changed, and the object, that means the idea of marketing. So for what you need to do the marketing? For the profit motive. So that is also more than taking the profit. So the following are the objectives of the marketing. What are the objectives? Intelligent and capable application of modern marketing policies. It means what? So you should be very intelligent, you must be very smart, and you must be capable, okay, capable in applying the modern marketing policies. It means you must be able to take the new policies that comes into the market. That is the first one. To develop the marketing field, it means you must be able to develop your field in the marketing. To develop the guiding policies and their implementation for a good results. So you should be able to develop a good policies, guiding policies, and they must get implied for a very good result also. To suggest solutions by studying the problems relating to marketing. So you must be able to give solutions by just checking out the problems. You must be able to solve the problem. To find sources for further information concerning the market problems. So you must be able to find a source. So in case in future, if you find any problem, you must be able to relate that problem with some other source in future, and you must be able to solve it off. To revise existing marketing function if shortcomings are found. So revise existing marketing functions. So you must be able to update the new marketing functions that are able to come, and you must be, and if the shortcomings are found, and if it is going to be very quickly it is going to come, then you must be able to know that, okay. To take appropriate actions in the course of action. So whenever you want to take a proper action, you must be able to take the proper action. So these are the objectives of marketing. So see, the next topic that we will have is the importance of marketing. So what is the importance of marketing? So we saw objective of marketing, what is the real objective of a marketing, and now we are going to see about the importance of marketing. Importance of marketing, we have it in two types, that is to the society we have, the other one we have is the to the individual firm we have. Okay, see here, so the to the society, what is it to the society? See, importance of marketing, the first one is marketing is a connecting link between the consumer and the producer. Is it true or not? Yeah. So I think you know very well, right? So when you just think about a consumer, a producer is there, one consumer is there, so there is a link between the producer and the consumer. That is called as the marketing. Okay, marketing helps in increasing the living standards of people. Of course it does, isn't it? So marketing, what does it do? It will increase, it will help the people in developing their economical status. Marketing helps to increase the nation's income. Of course, when you do a marketing, what happens? You get more revenue, the consumers purchase more. So what happens? You will get attracted to the customers, you get more demand for your product, the selling is going to be increased. Automatically when the selling is going to get increased, the profit will get increased, and from the tax also will get increased. And even the people who are going to get the work from that particular product, even their income also get increased, isn't it? So it is a growth for the economy. Okay, and even national, it is a big contribution for the increase in the nation's income also. Marketing process increase the employment opportunity. I already told you, right? So when your demand is going to get increased, automatically you get a good value for your product. Automatically the employment opportunity is also going to play a major role. See, marketing creates modern cultivators. It means if new cultivators, the sales people are going to come, new employees are going to come. So your new strategies are being, it is actually accepted in marketing. Marketing removes the imbalances of supply by transferring the surplus to deficit areas through better transport facilities. For example, if you see the case of a city or a town, what happens is, in city the sales will be much more, isn't it? But when you compare to the towns or in the villages, the sales will be very less. So what will happen when the products are produced, when the products are sent for selling, when it is for buying, what they must do is they must give a major proportion to the cities, and where you don't have much demand, you must not give more products over there. It should be removed from there. Surplus must be taken from there, and it must be replaced where you have a good demand. Okay, that is very much important. So marketing helps to maintain the economical stability and rapid development in underdeveloped or developing countries. So it is one of the major factor which brings the stability. Stability means, see, when a rich person is going to be richer and richer, then poor is going to be poorer and poorer. It means there is no stability in the people, isn't it? The growth of the people, there is no stability. So for that reason, you must bring growth among all the people. So what you must do? The rich should not go richer and richer, and the poorer should not go poor and poorer. So the wealth must be distributed among everyone. How this will happen? Only by giving employment, or by by making the proper business, or by just maintaining, by doing the marketing. So if that is done, the sale is going to get increased. So many people are going to get job. So many people are going to get the work. And this automatically, this will develop the economical activity. This helps the people in earning more money. Okay. So that is what. See, marketing includes all activities in the creation of utilities, form, place, time and possession. What is that? So marketing actually, it will include all the activities. What are the activities? When you make a product, what happens? It will create a form utility. Yes. When you create a product, when you produce a product, there you are able to satisfy a form utility. Yes. The producers are able to satisfy the hindrance you would have learned, right, in 11th standard. So utility, form utility gives the hindrance of form utility is the producer only. So here, when the product is created, you are able to just give form utility. Then place where you are going to produce a product. Where the raw materials is very easily accessible for you, you must be able to set up a business in such a place. Time and possession, it means time. So from where you are able to easily dispatch the goods. okay, and where you must when you must dispatch the goods. For example, I am going to produce a biscuit. Say the expiry date for a biscuit is about say some 2 months, okay. So within that 2 months or 3 months, what I must do, I must make that product to go and reach all the place. So that must be done. That time, that management should be there. Production should not go much more also, it should not go less also. And possession means right of getting the owning the product, so that must also be handled, okay. So next one, a reduction in the cost of marketing is a direct benefit to the society. A reduction in the cost, so when the cost is going to get reduced in the marketing, so what happens, it will actually affect the direct benefit it will be a direct benefit to the society. Marketing adds value of goods by changing their ownership and by changing their time and place of consumption. Marketing actually what it will do, it will actually add the value of goods. So it will actually add the value to the goods, and even it will change their ownership and by changing the time and place of consumption, like how, where you must take the consumption, where you must place the product, that everything must be done. To the individual firm. What is to the individual firm? It means what? Marketing generates revenues to the firms. So what does the importance in, we are just saying about the importance of marketing. So when you see the importance in marketing, so we have to the individual firm we have. What is individual firm? Marketing generates revenues to firms, and marketing sections of a firm is a source of information to the top management for taking overall decisions on production. So what does it do? It will actually generate a revenue, and marketing is a place where in a firm where the source of information which gets transferred from the top management and for taking overall decisions on the production thing and all, okay. So the next one is marketing and innovations are the two basic functions of all business. The world is dynamic. What is that? The marketing as well as the innovations are actually two basic kind of functions into a business, and the world is actually a dynamic also. Marketing facilitates the development of business and creates employment opportunities for people. Marketing, what does the marketing do? Marketing actually, it will facilitate the development of the business, it will facilitate the business, and even it creates the employment opportunity for the people also. The next topic that we are going to see is functions of marketing. So students, still here I think it is very clear for you all. So please read the lesson line by line, okay. So if you have any doubts, please just come for the live class and you can just ask me the doubts. So I'll be very happy to clear your doubts, okay. So please read the lesson line by line, students. I'll stop this class till here, okay. So the next class we will see from the functions of marketing, okay. So hope you all are safe, okay. So thank you, students.